Hi everyone, my name is Tara King. I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams Houston Preferred. I do work all of Houston. So today I wanted to come to y'all with this video about rent-to-own home programs because I've had quite a few people contact me about them. And so I just wanted to give y'all some knowledge on kind of how they work, why they're complicated, the things that entails these types of transactions. I really just wanted y'all to have more knowledge on this so y'all know kind of what y'all are thinking about getting into before y'all actually sign paperwork or start talking to these people who advertise rent-to-own home programs. So to just jump right in, rent-to-own home programs have two contracts. So the first one is a lease purchase, which is something that you never ever want to get into. It's too much risk. It's just not it's not ideal. It's not what you want to do. The second contract is a lease with the option to buy, which is more favorable for the consumer, but at the end it still has its risk. And so before we get into those two contracts, I want to talk to you about what goes into getting it started, the rent-to-own program. And so you still have to put a down payment down on the house, which they just call it an option fee, and it ranges from 2.5 to 7%, which isn't very much off from a FHA first-time homebuyer program, and that down payment runs from 3 to 5%. So the only thing different is they call it an option fee. And another thing with that, it is 2.5 to 7%, but it's still going to be more than the FHA first-time homebuyer, because with a rent-to-own home program, the purchase price of the house is going to be above market value, and then your monthly income rent rate will also be above market value, because they need to incorporate the rent credit into that, which is something that we'll get into a little later. So to go back to the lease purchase, with that one, the reason why I say it's such a huge risk is because of the way it works. And basically with a lease purchase, at the end of the lease, once you come towards the end of the rental term, you have to get financing. You have to obtain financing for the rest of the purchase price that you haven't paid off with the monthly rent, and you have to give that seller their money, because that's what you signed in the lease purchase. You don't have the option to kind of just walk away, or you don't want to buy this house, or oh, you can't obtain financing, it's okay. No, you have to give the seller their money. They're legally obligated to it, and they can now sue you if you cannot obtain financing and get them the money that you agreed to in the contract for X amount of dollars. So that's why I say you definitely don't want to get into that. It's not it. That's not what you want to do. The next contract, which is the lease with the option to buy, that one, it's a little more favorable, because when it comes to the end of the rental term, you have two options. You can either write your letter of intent to the seller and let them know that you can or already have obtained financing and you're still going to buy this home, or you can, at the end of the rental term, leave. You can just leave the house and you can go rent another house, go live somewhere else, whatever. So basically you walk away because you either can obtain financing, you can't afford the house, maybe you were barely making the rental payments, you definitely can't make mortgage payments on top of the other stuff, taxes, HOA, whatever, so you walk away. But the risk that comes into that, like I stated before, is when you walk away, that option fee, it's thrown away. The seller keeps it. Your monthly rent credit that went towards the purchase price of the home, that's gone. They keep that as well. So all that money, that's thousands of dollars, that is all thrown away because you have to walk away now. Like, you had the option to walk away, you can exercise that option, but this is what comes with it. All that money that you paid for an option fee, rent, it's gone. And so another risk is with rent-to-own home programs. Most of the time with a regular rental, you have a property management company who has maintenance people who comes in, takes care of the house. Whenever you tell them that something's not working, something's broken, whatever, they come fix it, and it's no charge. With rent-to-own home programs, you could possibly be liable for repairs. So if you do exercise your option to walk away, you have now invested money into this house for free. It's gone. Like, all your money is gone when you do this. So that's why realtors will say it's not really something you want to get into. You really need to speak with an attorney so they can fully explain to you what you're signing up for, what's going on, what the terms are, all that stuff, because it is a lot and you are putting a lot on the line. I don't know, I think someone just like fell outside my door, they're working on it. But anyway, you are putting a lot on the line with a rent-to-own home program. And with all that being said, even if you go with the lease with the option to buy, some contracts state that even if you're late on just one payment, you automatically lose your option to buy. So you can be late on a payment and you can finish out the rental term, but you can no longer buy the house. So you still forfeit your rent money, your option fee, it's still forfeited. So that's why it's highly, highly, highly encouraged that you find a really good real estate attorney who can go over these things with you, let you know what you need to check on, what you need to go over, things like that, so that you know fully well what you're getting into, because this is very tricky, very complicated. And no one, especially me, wants to lose hard-earned money that they worked for. And so you don't want to just throw away thousands of dollars. No one has thousands of dollars that they can just say, here you go, I fixed the house, I paid for it, you can just keep it. Like, no one's going to say that. And so, again, like, I cannot stress this enough. If you do decide to do a rent-to-own program, like, you're like, no, I still want to do it, I know I can get my credit together, get my finances together in time for the rental to be up and get financing and buy the house, just please, please, please get a real estate attorney. Check into everything. You need to make sure there's no liens against the house, no delinquent taxes. You also need to make sure that does your contract have that clause in there where if you are even late on one payment, you lose your option to buy and you lose all your money? Is that in there? You need to know who's paying for what. Will you be paying for repairs? Will you be paying for HOA? Will you be paying the property taxes? What all are you paying for? And then when you are paying your rent, your option fee, how much of that option fee and how much of that monthly rent is going towards the purchase price? You need to know all of these things, because when it comes to the end of the rental term, you want to make sure that you are okay, that this, at the end of the day, this was the right decision for you, your finances, because it's up to you what you do. I just don't want you to throw away thousands of dollars, because we don't know what's going to happen a few months from now. We don't know if you're always going to have your job, or if you have kids, if one of them gets sick, something like that. We don't know what's going to happen. So for you to be in a contract like this, it's a lot of risk, and I really just wanted y'all to have more knowledge. And if y'all do have questions or anything, please feel free to contact me. I do have credit repair teams. I do have real estate attorneys that I can get y'all talking to. I can answer questions myself. I love to answer questions. Do not be hesitant to come and talk to me. I will gladly get you into a rental and get you into a credit repair program where by the time the rental is done, your credit's where it needs to be, and you can move out from the rental and move into the home you're buying. Just know what you're getting into. I know I'm like rambling or whatever, but this is something that's really serious. I've had many people contact me about it, and I really just want y'all to know, like really know and understand what rent-to-own home program means. And I don't want anyone to end up losing a whole bunch of money because they didn't fully understand. So like I said, just contact me. I'm everywhere. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. I'll be making more videos like this, just kind of sharing knowledge with y'all, being here for y'all's real estate stuff, and just helping y'all keep y'all's money in y'all pocket so no one just comes and takes it with some crazy contract. But y'all have a great day. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend, and I'll see y'all soon.